welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela. Okay, so the first thing that I always do is moisturize. I like this stuff. It's from Monat, however you say it. And it's like this oil. They call it Rejuvenique. I get the light kind because I don't really want it to like hurt my skin. I don't think it would. It says it's all natural type stuff, but yeah, I just get the light one. And then before I even do that, I use this Grace and Stella Hydration, the hyaluronic acid, and I put that on first, and then I put oil on, just a little bit, literally like 3 drops, and it just goes all over my face. And then I massage it in. I have this like massager thing, and it's nice because it has like the cleaner on one end and then the massager on the other, and I like to just sort of like massage that in. I personally don't use foundation. I don't really like it. I feel like it just kind of sits on my face and I don't feel like that's comfortable. So, but if you like foundation, definitely wear it. The only type of foundation stuff that I have is this concealer. It's by NARS. And anytime that if I'm going out, I mean really during the pandemic, like I very rarely wear makeup, but if I'm like going out and like I have like pimples, like I'll get a couple down here, I might put that on there, but really I use this for my eyebrows if I mess up or just to kind of like clean them up. So I use those, and then I forgot to take a picture of this part, but I will kind of show you as I use it. But for my kind of like dewiness, I use this Feeling Younger Skin Tint. It's by Lush, and it's white, but it's like super glittery, kind of shimmery, and it just kind of gives you like that like fresh glow. And then I don't use bronzer, but it's called Charisma, and it's also by Lush. These are just in like the little sample pods that they give you, but I like to keep them in there because then I don't have to have the big one on my countertop. During cancer treatment, I did not use any glue-on eyelashes. I purchased them thinking like, oh, maybe I'll use those, but I actually didn't. I didn't like it because when you have eyelashes, real eyelashes that are attached to your face, the glue doesn't seep down as much into your eyeballs. When you don't have anything to like stop that, the glue would like go into my eyes. Now I could have been using too much. You know, now they make the magnetic ones, which at the time they did too, but I really didn't care that much. And I'll kind of show you what I would do, but yeah, so personally for me, I did not use any fake eyelashes during treatment, you know, kind of after when I didn't have any eyelashes. And then mascara. So, all right, so let's get into this. All right, so I gotta take my glasses off, of course. It's very hot in my house, so I just kind of keep this like cloth and just sort of dab my face. If it's getting sweaty, I probably should put a fan in here. That would be the smart thing to do. Okay, so the first thing that I personally like to do are my eyebrows because I feel like they kind of take the longest next to eyeliner. So my supervisor at work gave me these stencils, and they're actually different, but they look a lot alike. So I really like them a lot because for me personally, I didn't do a lot of makeup before cancer. So you know, so for me to, you know, have the ability to just like whip out an eyebrow was like impossible because I literally had never done it. Like I've never worn eye stuff before. I think maybe once or twice, like in a wedding, and I think I bought some once, but it really wasn't something that I was using, definitely not on a regular basis. I might like fill in a little bit, like if I like plucked too much, you know, But yeah, so as far as like actually drawing them on, no, never in my life. And especially not like, you know, the really nice eyebrows like people have now where, you know, they're like super nice. Yeah, no, that was not me. So, so these stencils were a lifesaver because it just really helped me to like literally place, fill in, that was it, and then turn it around and do the other side. So yeah, I'm kind of at the point now where I don't really need that, so I'll show you what that looks like. And especially when you don't really have any eyebrows at all, it's just different because you have to sort of guess, like, okay, like how far should I go? And if you're like me and you really didn't do a lot of makeup, you might not know. So I'll just kind of quickly walk you through. This normally might take me about like 4 or 5 minutes total to do. So we'll just see. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to go to the end of my nose and just kind of figure out like from the end of my nose to where the brush lands. So that's going to be about that very edge of where your eyebrow should be. And so as you can see, I have a couple of like little hairs there, right? But it's pretty sparse. So I'll just kind of make like a little line. And then I'll go, I like to just try to figure out like where like the end of my eye is, draw up like with my brush, and then like a 45-degree angle. And that's going to be about where the edge of your eyebrow should be. So I put a dot there too. And then some experts will say to find like that high point that you should go from your nostril to like a 45-degree angle from your nostril. So if this is straight, this is 90 degrees, right? About 45-degree angle would be where you're going to kind of find that high point. For me, I did end up losing all of my eyebrows, but I must use my eyebrows a lot because I had a lot of muscle there, and there was like always just like almost like an outline just of like that high point. So I was always able to find that, but I later found out from, you know, kind of watching videos and stuff that that's how you're supposed to find it, is the 45-degree angle from your nostril, and you'll find your high point. So mine is about there. So and then literally I just kind of draw up, straight line, down a straight line, and then I just sort of fill, and I try not to fill like a highlighter, you know what I mean? Not like you're highlighting a page. I just sort of try to do small strokes. When I use the stencils, I find honestly that you really can kind of just color it and it still looks pretty good, especially if you don't have any eyebrows. So I of course still get a lot of Facebook ads and things like that, and there was one for eyebrow tattoos, and I thought, oh my gosh, like how cool is that? And they like literally looked like real eyebrows. Like I thought that was just the coolest thing, and honestly I probably would have considered that you know, when I was trying to figure out what the heck to do as I was losing hairs. So yeah, so that's definitely an option. I don't know what company it was or whatever, but that might be fun to play around with, that's for sure. And it said that it stayed on for like 7 days, so that's a win as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, excuse me, like I said, I just try to do small strokes, and then because I'm blind, I have to like shade the light coming from my light so that I can sort of see, and then I have to get really close because I'm so not able to see. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. So I actually will just draw a little bit straighter and just up a little bit more. And then you can kind of see. not bad, right? Not too shabby, right? In comparison, yeah, I'll take it. Okay.
And then the 45 degrees from my nostril.
You can kind of see, I feel like, better on this eyebrow. I don't know. You see what I mean? You can kind of see the top there a little bit. So that's already there, which is nice for me. But honestly, it was kind of like that when I didn't have any eyebrows too. So I really lucked out. But I know that some people don't have that kind of luck. So I'm really sorry. I want to talk about makeup here for just a second. I have been trying to switch over to like all natural stuff. I won't lie though, eyebrow stuff is really hard to find, like all natural. I think for whatever I end up finding, it's probably going to be closer to like an eyeshadow that I have to then figure out something to like sort of adhere to my face, especially when it's hot like it is today. It's like 90 something today and humid and stuff. So yeah, so I'm not totally sure. So if anybody has some good ideas on eyebrow makeup, I'm all for it. Currently the stuff that I use now is e.l.f. It's like cheap, but it's cream, and I feel like the cream just sort of stays on your skin versus like, you know, smearing off like if you're too hot, you know, like it doesn't like run down your face. And I mean, it will, like if I jump in the pool with this on, I'll insert a picture of, I jumped in the pool yesterday and I just kind of forgot that I even had eyebrows on, and then I had to go out to go get, I have this like box that I get every week of vegetables, and I totally forgot, and I just sort of like looked in the mirror. I thought, oh my god, look at these eyebrows, they're like washing off. But yeah, so, you know, other than that, you know, they tend to stay pretty well, and so, you know, I have to find something somewhat comparable. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I completed a breast cancer coaching program. So I was a member of this program, and we talked a lot about like life after breast cancer and how it's different, and how to just sort of accept your body and be where you're at and be happy where you're at, which, you know, I'll talk about in another video. I am a pretty positive person. You know, I feel like most of the time, you know, I am someone that likes to be looking on the bright side of things, and I'm somebody that really enjoys finding those silver linings, and I found tons of silver linings throughout cancer. I mean, honestly, I'll make a whole video about that too. But something that I really, really, really struggled with has been weight gain. And, you know, when you think about cancer, right, historically, people lose all this weight, they're so skinny, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that didn't happen to me, okay? I gained about 40 pounds or so. I, you know, really worked hard before I even found out that I had cancer to like lose a bunch of weight, and I basically just ended up back where I was. And so it was so defeating. It was so defeating, because the truth is, my doctor said to me, I don't care what you eat. If you want to eat a Snickers bar every day, you do that. And I said, well, honestly, I've worked really hard to lose weight, so I don't want to put any weight on. And he's now not my doctor anymore. I've since switched doctors, but this probably was red flag number one. But he said to me, yeah, I don't really care that you've lost weight. That is not a priority for me. For me, you know, for him, he was saying that his priority was for me to get through treatment, which is good. Like, that's really nice. But at the same time, he wasn't really, you know, there for me, I guess. Neither here nor there. In any case, the idea of gaining weight was not something that I thought would happen with cancer treatment. And honestly, it didn't really happen during treatment until after I was done with AC. So I'll use a Q-tip and just kind of clean up a little bit, and then I'll use concealer to sort of like finish out the edges. Yeah, so after AC happened, I started really packing on pounds. My first sort of, after like the very first treatment, that first week was pretty rough. I did have a lot of nausea. It wasn't like what I thought it would be like, though. It was more like nausea, like when you're dizzy, you know, like I don't typically get dizzy on roller coasters, but like once in a very, very, very great while, my husband and I will take a trip. We'll go to like an amusement park. We'll go on a roller coaster, and I'll just feel like, oh, whoa, like dizzy. That's how I felt. But the problem is that you don't want to eat. So not only are you dizzy, but you don't want to eat. You don't want to drink water. My tongue, that very first week when I had treatment, was like raw. I started to get raw. And so I'm not sure I know that is a side effect for some people. And so for me, it was just sort of like, it was just hard. So anyways, so I didn't really end up gaining a lot of weight during the first kind of 2 months of treatment. After that, though, Taxol, just early be eating a snack and then be looking for another snack. It was rough. So, yeah. So then I asked my doctor to take me off of the steroids, at least some of them, like not all of them, because I understand that some of them are necessary, but you know, I had just politely said, I'm gaining a ton of weight here. And they said, yeah, well, you know, we really need you to be on these steroids. I said, okay. So I waited like 2 more weeks, and then I went in and I said, I'm done taking the steroids. You need to take me off of them. I'm done with it. Like I'd gained 40 pounds, literally, and like, I bet I gained probably 10 pounds maybe from like when I first was diagnosed to like when I started Taxol. And then I gained a good 30 pounds in like a month and a half. So Taxol was 12 weeks. And it was like week 6 when I went in and finally said, I'm done. I need to have these cut down or totally removed, something. So they finally said, okay, yep, we'll take you off. So they decreased them. I think they just halved them. So I was on however many steroids. Now I was taking half. And that helped a lot. That really did help a lot with my like snacking and that just like insatiable hunger. So I was happy about that. And then, you know, and then after that, so then when I was done with treatment, I was just like so happy to be done that it was like, you know, a celebration. So I personally celebrate with food. So, you know, what are you going to do? So anyways, yeah. So I gained a bunch of weight, and so the breast cancer life coaching program really was helpful with helping me to just accept my body where I am. And part of that, though, is also decreasing a lot of toxic chemicals from your daily routine. This is not my daily routine. I still have this makeup, you know, until I kind of find some good alternatives. I'm not going to switch out because I don't wear it every day. I literally do not ever put on this much. So, and I say this much, like it's really not even that much. But, so yeah, so the NARS stuff, I get that at Sephora. Honestly, that's concealer. I will be able to find something that's comparable, without a problem. But, the e.l.f. stuff, I'm going to keep using that till I do find something comparable. I use this, eyeliner. So, okay, so eyebrows. When I didn't have any eyebrows, the e.l.f. cream was amazing. And I started off with these. now I can just do it without them and they look pretty similar. And then I just use the concealer sometimes, like if I'm doing something special like a wedding today, to just sort of cut it to make it look decent. When I did not have eyelashes, I would always use eyeliner. So the important part about eyeliner is, for me, when I didn't have anything to really like line it up with, this eyeliner as liquid was super helpful because I could just make it look sort of flowy. And I wear glasses, so, you know, it's kind of like a barrier. So you've got eyeliner, glasses, you know, people wouldn't really notice because really they're not always looking at that. And then my other secret is I would use some lip stuff. So it kind of just takes away from like your eyeballs, you know, so you've got your brows, your lips. So that was always my secret. But anyways, so there are way better people at eyeliner than me, okay? I don't know why I ever bought Midnight Blue, but here we are. So
with eyelashes, I just go right above the lash line.
I am not good at makeup like that. It's just not my skill set, and I'm okay with that. I appreciate it on other people, and I love getting my makeup done. Like, I love to go places and get it done, but I just don't honestly put the time in to really like learn all the things. So that's it right there. That's all I would do. And honestly, just that little bit was totally enough, where I had people that had no idea that I had ever lost eyelashes. If you're anything like me, you might not lose all of your eyelashes. I think like the least amount of eyelashes I ever had, I could count them. I think I had like 10, maybe like 8. You know, so they would just be like random sporadic. And that was fine. You know, I didn't pull them out or anything. I didn't, you know, put new ones on. I always do the eyeliner first and then mascara second, and then go back in and fill in with eyeliner. When I did not have any eyelashes, I would not use any mascara. I just felt like kind of preserving the couple that I had was important. I don't know why. So, you know, like I said, not perfect. I personally don't care. I tried enough. I'm wearing mascara and eyelashes today and my glasses, so honestly, when I tell you, it's just not that big of a deal to me. So I was able to find some really great natural mascara. It's by Lemongrass Spa. I really like it a lot. It's organic. It's made with like coffee and rice extract. It says that it's smudge proof. It is for the most part. I think I probably just touch my eyeballs a lot, so you know. One of the things that the breast cancer coaching program really taught me was to, again, accept where your body's at. So, you know, if you are post-cancer, if you know somebody that's post-cancer, if you are currently in treatment and you're trying to figure out like what your life is going to be like post-cancer, you know, I would say that the biggest thing to keep in mind is your body is doing amazing work, or your friend's body, or your wife, or your spouse, or your cousin, or whoever. Their body is in overdrive, right? So like all of their organs are doing all this extra work to make sure to not get sick and to make sure to heal and to rest and to, you know, do all the things that are, you know, that healthy bodies do every day. But when you have cancer, your body's in overdrive all the time because you're getting that chemo, you're getting radiation, like you're just naturally tired from doing those things. So a big thing that this program taught me was to just accept where I'm at, because for me, I would get kind of down on myself, like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I'm just so tired and I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that. And it was like I was constantly beating myself up. Constantly. Now I'm here, happy, content, happy enough, I should say. Okay. So, I've used these eyebrows before, or eyebrows. I've used these eyelashes before, but I've got to unstick them. I just stuck them all to each other. There you go, friend. Okay. Yeah, I feel like had I known about magnetic lashes back when treatment was active and I didn't have any eyelashes, I wonder if I would have used those, because I love the idea of them. I still haven't used them, but you know, I really do like the idea of what that would be like, or, you know, what that might kind of feel like. And then especially to not have any lashes, I think that would be kind of cool to like have those on. But again, I don't think that it's necessary personally. Especially if you wear glasses, I definitely don't think it's necessary. Nobody really noticed at all. Because like I said, they're looking at the brows, they're looking at the lips, the eyeballs are just there. You know, I mean, people are looking at you when they talk to you, but they're not scoping out your eyelashes usually, you know. So, okay, my hair is like literally, I just did it, but it's like literally already curly again. Like it might not even be worth it to redo it. Good enough. All right. So, I watched a couple of videos on how to do this because I'm so not super savvy. So apparently the easiest way is to have a mirror, angle it down, and then look down. So that's what I'm going to try. Success! Alright, let's see how bad these are though with my glasses. Oh man. Alright, we'll have to just let those dry for a while. And hope that they don't bother me too much all day. Okay. Kind of gets like a bluish color. That's usually when you know it's good to go. I don't know about you, but I always have a hard time getting the right one on. Like, why? Yes. Okay. So then, probably should have done this before, but it's fine. So the Charisma is like the bronzery stuff. I literally use like this much. Like I do not use a ton. So I found this when I was going through treatment. I went into Lush, and this like super sweet girl was just like, yeah, no, like we totally have stuff. So I said, okay. So, you know, like, who doesn't love a free sample? So, yeah, so all I do is like literally just put it on my cheekbones, my jowl bones, and then I do a teeny tiny bit for like my nose area. And that's it. And then sometimes I'll kind of like put some like above my eyeballs for like a little bit of shimmer, but it's not necessary, honestly. And then the Feeling Younger Skin Tint. This stuff, oh my gosh, like seriously, it goes a long way. Ooh, that's even too much. Like, do you see that? Like, that's like nothing. That's like too much. So, that's alright. I'll just do what I can. So, I do a tiny bit on the inside of my eyeballs. I do a tiny bit kind of like on the outside, you know, kind of like top area of my eyes. I do some like right on like my cheekbone. I put a little bit down my nose. Alright, I guess that was perfect. And then like just a little bit on my forehead. Again, obviously not a professional, but you know, I do what I can. Okay, so how are we looking? Looks alright, right? Yeah. Okay. And then, oh god, did it just flick off? No, it didn't. Oh, man. I love this stuff. It is the Maybelline Super Stay Matte stuff. This is not natural. This is like literally beyond natural. In fact, I was reading this thing that said that lip makeup has the most chemicals of all the makeups. What? What? Why? So anyways, so I haven't used this in like 6 months. But I'm going to use it today because, you know, it's for a special occasion. But I have been doing really good not using it. So, okay. So, I love this stuff, even though it's not natural, but I like it because it literally will stand all day. The only time that it comes off is if you eat something with oil in it. So like if you eat like salad dressing and it's like an oil-based salad dressing, it will take it off. But in a way I kind of like that because then all I need to do to take it off is literally coconut oil. And that's exactly what I use to take off most of my makeup anyway, is coconut oil. So I have makeup remover, and I have like natural stuff, but I feel like coconut oil is just kind of a twofer, you know? I mean, it gets makeup off, but it also, you know, moisturizes your skin. But yeah, otherwise this is like kiss proof, smudge proof, all the proofs except oil proof. So what are you gonna do? So that is like my cancer makeup tutorial. So I hope that this was helpful for you, and I really hope that if you're going through treatment right now, you can kind of play with things and figure out what works for you if you are so inclined to wear makeup. And I wish you the best of luck, or your friend or your spouse or your sister or whoever is going through treatment. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to do some videos on things that people wanted to know about. And I am definitely happy to answer any questions that you might have. So please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.